Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Sallallahu wa sallam ala Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd. We are continuing our lessons and our studies in the work entitled al-Aqeedah al-Waasitiyyah, entitled the Creed of al-Wasit, and has been authored by the esteemed scholar Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. May Allah the Exalted bestow expansive mercy upon his soul. We have come to the section that is entitled Al-Iman bima wasafa Allahu bihi nafsahu fi kitabihi. Having Iman, having faith in what Allah has described himself with in his book. Having faith in what Allah has described himself with within his book. And under this discussion of what he has described himself with, we come to Surah al-Ikhlas. We come to the chapter entitled Ikhlas, or sincerity. Allati ta'dilu thuluth al-Qur'an. That which is equal to a third of the Qur'an. Where he the Exalted states, and we asked, what is Surah al-Ikhlas? Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless all of you. Surah al-Ikhlas. What's the first verse? Okay. We'll do Arabic first. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Next verse. Allahu samad. Good. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. Good, that's Arabic. In English.
He is Allah, the one and only.
Yes.
Absolute. He is not known to God.
Yes.
Unlike unto him.
Good. Good. So, say he Allah is Ahad, which we'll come back to. Allah is as-Samad, which we'll come back to. He neither begets nor is he begotten. He does not give birth and he is not born, and there is none that is comparable unto him. These are the 4 verses of the chapter of the Ikhlas. The explainer states here, this is the beginning of where the author begins to convey text from the book and the Sunnah as it relates to having Iman in Allah, as it relates to having faith in Allah, belief in Allah. So before this point in this work, we discussed Iman in a general sense, and we discussed Iman as the foundation of Aqeedah, as the foundation of our theology, our belief system. We then listed out the 6 articles of Iman, the 6 articles of faith, and then we honed in and entered into having Iman in Allah, what that means, and principles as it relates to believing in Allah correctly. Now that we have done that, the author is now displaying and illustrating text concerning having Iman in Allah. The first of which is Surah al-Ikhlas. Now, the author is stating here that Surah al-Ikhlas is equal to a third of the Quran. And this is in accordance with a hadith that comes in al-Bukhari as well as Muslim. Our question is, how is Surah al-Ikhlas equal to a third of the Quran? What does that mean? Does that mean that we can recite Surah al-Ikhlas 3 times and we don't need to read or recite the remainder of the Quran. We have ikhlas, we're good. Because it's a third of it. You get 3/3, you have a whole. That's the whole Quran. We're done. How does it equal a third of the Quran?
Because it speaks of the Tawheed, and majority of the Quran speaks of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, Allah being one.
What the rest of us say? Our brother says because it speaks to Tawheed.
Because it speaks about the oneness of Allah.
Tayyib.
And then throughout the Quran, Allah continuously tells the people that there's nothing like Him, as He speaks about the stories in it. Because within the stories, it talks about how they associate things with Allah.
Okay.